You are watching African Woman TV, and I'm here with very exceptional lady, beautiful Claudia. Okay, so before I dive into this heavy topic, I want to ask you: are you an alpha woman?
No, and I say that with confidence.
Wow. So why do you say no? Is an alpha woman a bath?
No,
A description?
no, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I just don't fall into that category.
Okay.
Well, I'm not. But the thing is, who is an alpha woman, really?
Okay.
How do you know who is an alpha woman? Because if you're talking about alpha woman, omega woman, the sigma woman, all the traits are the same.
They're the same.
Yes, they're wrapped around each other. So they perform the same functions, but I'm not an alpha woman.
Okay, but now, first of all, most of the time I feel that there's this cultural belief, or will I say conventional belief, especially in African setting, about an alpha woman, which is actually different from the true definition of an alpha woman. Who is an alpha woman? It's a woman who is assertive, a woman who have that self-confidence, a woman who is a leader, a woman who believes a goal-getter. She's not indecisive. Are you getting it? And I feel that these are very positive quality, but it depends on how you use them. Now, if you tell me you're not an alpha woman, are you saying it from the negative angle of what an alpha woman is, or you're saying it based on your own personal observation about yourself?
A personal, individual observation about myself. It's not really observation, but it's more of a conviction of who I am.
Okay.
I know the term alpha woman is kind of recent and has been thrown around a lot, that people miss what it actually meant to be. And people see alpha women as being aggressive, bossy, bullies, and it's not just that. It's just that in an environment where an alpha woman and the males are working, she strives for leadership positions.
Okay.
And because she's self-confident, she has self-confidence, she's a go-getter, she's a motivator, she's resilient, she's all the things that men think an alpha is. Sometimes she comes across as a bully or bossy or aggressive. But let's not forget that even alpha women are vulnerable. They have their own
because they are quite emotional.
Yeah,
they are emotional.
Women
people
in general are emotional. So whether you're alpha or not, when emotions come to play, you have no choice but to work with it. So.
Okay, but you said you're not an alpha woman. So who are you? Where do you fall?
I haven't really thought about that, but I identify more with the omega personality.
Okay, omega female.
Yes, personality.
Okay, so who is an omega female?
I don't think we should go into that, but the omega woman also has a self-confidence. She's brilliant, she's creative, and she's an introvert, which I kind of am. But that is not just what defines an omega woman. She also has strength, like she's indecisive too. She's a go-getter, and she's a friendly friend. She's that person who is always there when you need her and all that. And she can be, she keeps just 2-3 friends is enough for her. She's observant. She doesn't just go out there. Her personality is not bold. It's not loud like an alpha. Yeah.
Okay.
But that does not make her more lesser than an alpha. But she's kind of an observant. She doesn't make friends freely. She has to know who she's bringing into her life. So it takes her time to make friends and all that. But we are talking about the alpha woman. So
okay, now let me come in. There's this conventional belief that an alpha woman is not going to be submissive because she is the strong type. I feel that definition for me is wrong, because it's like giving a general name for somebody who is confident, somebody who can talk without fear, and you just conclude that this person is not going to be submissive. And this is very common in African setting, especially Nigeria. Do you believe that?
The Nigerian woman does not really understand what an alpha female is or an alpha woman is. An alpha woman came into play when the Americans started bringing up the alpha thing, and when they started, a lot of them went off the script, how it was meant to be. A lot of them started talking about themselves as if they are the male in the relationship, they're the dominant partner in the relationship. If you listen to a lot of them talk, you will understand why an African woman is concerned about this.
Okay.
And the thing is, when it comes to this alpha thing, a lot of people don't really know who they are until somebody tells them about something. When you start reading, you start identifying yourself with certain things, and from there you discover so many things about yourself. Even as we're aging, you don't really know who you are like that until you start learning more. Sometimes when challenges come, that's when you really know who you are.
Yeah.
Because challenges you to find out if you are resilient or you are the ones that cave in easily. So when it comes to this alpha female thing, a lot of Nigerian women are skeptical about it because of the way people have portrayed the whole thing to be. So it's not like the alpha woman is dominant in the relationship or she's the one, she makes all the rules. It's just that she does not bow down to any man. She takes no prisoners. She does not allow, she's not easily intimidated, even in an all-male setting. An alpha woman in a profession like architect will not let you take her glory. She won't let you ride over her. And sometimes it comes across as being aggressive or bossy, but it's not. It's just that she does not allow people to bring her down. So some women who are submissives, who don't really understand it, when they come across such personalities, they bow. And then because they are bowing down, it makes it look as if the women are more dominant than they are.
Okay, but let me come in. You know, I have always been somebody who is always I totally disagree when people say that this is what these people are, or this is what this person is. Are you get, like now you said they find it difficult to bow to a man. I disagree. Yes,
I need to clarify that.
Yeah.
Not to bow to a man in a relationship. When it comes to relationship, let me tell you something. When it comes to relationship, it's different, because I've seen where a friend of mine has a relationship where the guy is 3 years younger than her.
Okay.
They don't allow that to define their relationship. They face their relationship on equal settings. He knows what he was getting. She knows what he's getting. The age does not play into it. Okay. I'm just saying that when it comes to professions, like when you have professional setting, sometimes as a woman in a profession, men ride over you. Sometimes what is due yours, you don't get. Like sometimes promotions are supposed to be yours. They play around you, and because you're a woman, they collect that from you. But an alpha woman will not allow you to take what is her, not as if she's not bowing down to a man as a man, but no,
intimidated.
No. That's okay, where I'm coming.
Do you think that this misconception about an alpha woman is being gotten from our cultural belief? Now, I always feel that people, like one of the guests we have here, should always understand that before this particular woman is called female, she is a human being. First. Now, before this particular creature is called a man, he's a human being. Now, when you look at situation based on the fact that he's a human being, she's a human being, am I treating her right as a human? Am I treating him right as a human? Then before we talk about gender.
It is possible, because the African culture is different from the Western culture.
Okay.
The world has advanced, yes, it's true, but in Africa, we are still taking it slow, we're taking it easy, and it's not easy for a lot of people to accept changes. Now, society has come a long way, bringing women along, and from the time the world was, I wasn't there, but from what I've got to understand, is that women has always been marginalized from the time the world was created up till now, and a lot of women are just beginning to find their voices. And because they're finding their voices, they're shouting too loud, and
Yeah, they
it
want to be
affects,
heard.
yes, it affects the way some people perceive them. In the African setting, not every woman will agree with you that a woman should be on equal footing with a man. Some believe that men should always be on top, women should be down. I be Christian, let me go back to the Bible where God said,
Yeah.
I'm making you a helpmate.
Mate, yeah.
To that does not make, she's making you a servant.
Yeah.
But the helpmate does not mean that you people are on equal
Together.
footing, because when it comes to brutal strength, men have brutal strength more than women. So no matter how skilled a fighter a woman is, a man will still defeat you because of the
Your
strength.
biological nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this alpha thing and women feeling, I know that it's possible that in Africa a lot of them feel that women should be down there, men should be up, because we are still coming up. The advancement is still slow. So we have not arrived at that place where, and especially when men are the breadwinners of the house. In other cultures, even married couples pay rent together.
Yeah.
They plan everything together. But in Africa, you were expected that a man
To
should
be-
do those things, to be the provider.
Yeah.
The woman should be the one being taken care of. So sometimes even friends, when you are helping your husband in so many things, some friends look at you
Look
like,
down on you.
you're not trying. Why are you
The man-
doing
why
this? It's
are you
supposed to
doing
be a
the
man's
man's
job.
work?
But you're
Yeah.
supposed to help your man advance. He pays the school fees, he pays the rent, you take care of the feeding and the clothing of the children. It balances it. So in Africa, in Nigerian setting, we're still, the advancement is slow. So we still feel that when a woman comes out and with her voice that she just discovered and she's screaming is too loud, she should, tamp it down so that we can hear what she's really saying.
Okay, so before we wrap up with this, if you have a girl child, right? Okay, now let me ask you, what would you advise 18 years of you? What advice will you give to an 18 years girl? Or what advice from your own experience, right? What would you advise your 18 years?
Okay, from the time I was born as a child, I've never been bullied. I don't allow it. I don't know how it's done. I don't even, no matter how old you are, you cannot bully me. That I will not take it. So and just because I don't allow myself to be bullied does not mean sometimes I do bully others, but not to the point where they commit suicide. We just, play around
Yeah.
it. But I would say that you don't have to be an alpha woman to be heard. If you have a voice, use that voice. Let it be loud, but don't let it be too loud that people can't really hear what you're saying. But I believe that communication is key, even among friends. When your friend does something to you that you don't like, sit that friend down and tell them outrightly, this is what you did, I don't like. Then you settle that and you move on instead of keeping it in mind and being angry and all that. So I would advise every young girl out there to be assertive. Be really assertive and be confident in who you are. You are who you are. You don't have a replica. No one can be you. So you have to believe that you are special. You were created for a reason.
Your
you are
unique
unique.
way.
Yeah, like that. And then always be assertive. Like if you don't mean it, say it. If you mean it, say it.
Speak
Don't
up.
be in between, because it gives conflicting messages and it makes people really not trust you. So I think that for every young girl growing up, you need to know who you are. You need to know what you are about. You need to understand where you're coming from, because understanding where you're coming from gives you the direction to where you are going. Your family background, respect where you're coming from. It gives you an understanding of where you're headed. And then always try to create safe spaces where among your friends, people that make you confident about yourself. Hang around with them. Don't hang around with people who will always make you question who you are. That is about the self-confidence. And also understand that we in Africa, we were brought up with morals and values. Let those, the ethics that we were brought up with, rule your life. And with that, you can stand your ground and be who you were created to be.
Thank you very much. Before I started this program, I said a very pretty lady, very intelligent. I forgot to add that.
Because I'm
But you just
an
proved-
omega.
Keep watching African Woman TV. See you next time.